everybody. Make yourself comfortable. You can sit or kneel or lay down. Close your eyes. Put your hands in a comfortable position. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out your mouth. Push your belly out. Pull your belly in. Expand your rib cage. Relax. Lift your chest. Let it fall. Put those together for your biggest breath. Let it all go. Nadi Sodana. Close your right nostril with your right thumb. Put your first two fingers on the middle of your forehead. Bring your thumb and first finger together on your left hand. Breathe in through the left nostril and count to 6. Closing the left nostril with your right ring and little finger. Open the right nostril and breathe out. Again, counting to 6. Back in through the right. And out the left. Bless you. That's one round. Do 2 more rounds. One more. In through both and out through both. If you need to blow your nose, look towards the nearest wall or column and you should find some tissues. New pranayama. I want you to, with a new mudra, to interlace your hands together with your right thumb on the top and your left pinky finger on the bottom. Now take your right middle finger and pull it inside your hands. So it's kind of like nestled in between your palms. Now bring your palms together so that both hands are touching your middle finger. Now, we're going to breathe in, counting to 6. Then we're going to hold it in and count to 6. And then we're going to breathe out and count to 6. No breath retention out, just in. Okay, so 6, 6, 6. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Last one. Relax your hands. Wim Hof. Fully in, 2/3 out. Fully in, 2/3 out. 30 of those. Take as many as 10 more. When you stop, take the same 2/3 drop and then hold it out for as long as you can. When you can't hold it out for any longer, and don't force, just relax, wait. Right? When you can't hold it out any longer, take a big breath in and hold it in. Count to 15. Done, you can join me for the Ganapate mantra. If you want to do the Ganesh mudra at the same time, interlace your fingers together again. Right thumb on top, left pinky finger on the bottom. Then extend your middle fingers straight, pressing them together. And then wrap your index fingers around your middle fingers. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye. Inhale, open your eyes. Start moving toward downward dog. Take your time. Breathing in. Breathing. Push your hips up. Relax your neck. Spread your fingers out. Engage the inner edges of your arms and push your chest and shoulders back. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale and straighten. Bend your left knee. Straighten in. Lift both heels up. Turn them out and push them back down. Inhale, high plank. Bring your shoulders over your hands. Exhale, back to down dog. Hips up, head down. Inhale, bend both knees. Straighten your legs. Heels out. High plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Try to touch your chest to your thighs. Straighten your legs. Lift your heels up. Tiptoe up to the front, and with every step, lift your heels and your hips up, 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 all the way to the front. When you get there, put your heels down and separate your feet enough to fit your fists between them. Bend your knees enough that your lower belly touches the top of your legs, and let your head hang on the end of your spine. As you inhale, swing to the left or the right. And then exhale through center and inhale to the other side, taking your time. Every time you move through center, get your head closer to the floor. As you come to center this time, release your hands to the mat or your blocks. Inhale, lift your toes. Spread them all apart and then put them back down one at a time. Lift your heels. Turn them out just like down dog and put them back down. Inhale, flat back, chest parallel with the floor. Push your bum back, straightening your lower back. Chest forward, lengthening your upper back. Shoulder blades in, so there's no hump in the middle spine. Hold your belly in to support your spine. With a straight spine, stand up. Lift your arms out and up. At the top, bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers together. Keep your index fingers up and reach up. Exhale and bend your elbows toward the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Try to squeeze your biceps to your ears. Bend your elbows toward the ceiling again. Keep your chin up. Try not to bunch up your throat. Arms up and squeeze. Exhale and lean to the left. Center, breathe in. Lean to the right. Center, hips forward, bend backwards. Exhale and fold forwards. Bend at your knees, relax your neck. Flat back, open your chest. Step back into high plank and breathe out. Shift forward onto your tiptoes. Put your knees, chin, and chest on the ground. Tilt your tailbone up toward the ceiling and hug your elbows into your ribs. slide forward into cobra pose. Put your hips down and lift your breastbone. Press the tops of your feet flat. Hug your thighs and lift your kneecaps. Squeezing your back, push your belly out and breathe in. Lay back down, breathe out. Push up to your hands and knees. Child's pose. Press your hips back, bring your head to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Make your arms as straight as you can. Use your arms and shoulders to push your hips back. Take a big belly breath. Relax. Put your elbows on the mat. Breathe in. Breathe. Inhale up to your hands and your knees. Exhale, return to downward dog. Inhale. Exhale and bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Open your hip, bend your knee. Move your right ankle in circles. Move your right knee in circles. Now push down and go up as high as you can. Step into a lunge. Right foot, right thumb. Put your left knee down. Arms out and up, just like standing up. Bend your right knee and sink your hips toward the floor. Lift your rib cage up, lengthening your lower back. Now use that space to reach for the back. Breathe in. Hands on the mat. Step forward and bow. All the air out. Stand up. Arms up. Push your feet down. Go back. Fold at your hips. Bend at your knees. Grab your legs and squeeze. Flat back. Spread your collarbones. Left foot back to a lunge. Left knee down. Arms up. Hands on the mat. Right foot back. High plank. Shift forward. Knees, chin, chest. Empty the breath. Cobra. Hips flat. Squeeze your back. Downward dog. Hips up and back. Breathe in. Exhale, feet together. Left leg high this time. Open your hip, bend your knee. Roll your ankle around in circles. Make circles with your knee. Root down and go up. Breathe in. Step into a lunge. Left foot, left thumb. Right knee down. Arms up. Breathe out. In. Out. One more. Hands on the floor. Step forward and back. All the air out. Stand up. Arms up. Back bend as much as you can. Fold forward and round in. Head to shins, belly in. Flat back, chest open. Right foot back to the lunge. Right knee down, arms up. Hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Tip toes, breathe in. chin, chest. Empty the breath. Cobra, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Bend your knees and look at your hands. Jump to your thumbs. Flat back. Fold. Stand up, arms up. Big toes together. Heels about 1.5 inches, 2 inches apart. Bend your knees into Utkatasana. Awkward pose. Fierce pose. Head, shoulders, hips, heels. One stacked on top of the other. And don't get your head in front of your shoulders. Don't get your shoulders in front of your hips. Don't get your hips in front of your heels. Lift your toes so your body weight is back in your heels. And then put your toes back down lightly. Lift your collarbones up toward the ceiling. And pull your arms back behind your ears. Fold forward and breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Shift forward, look forward. Low plank, bend your elbows to 90 degrees and squeeze them into your ribs. Upward dog, straighten your arms. Move your chest through your biceps. Lift your knees a tiny bit off the mat. Roll over your toes and back to down dog. Right leg up to the ceiling. Right knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Round your back and take a breath in. Place your right foot by your thumb. Come up to crescent lunge, pushing your left heel back. Lift your arms up. The more you can wiggle your left foot back, the lower your hips will come toward the floor. Pretend you were going to tuck your shirt into the front of your pants. What would you do with your belly to do that? Yes, hold that. Now breathe into your armpits. Straighten your elbows, wrists, and fingers. Bring your hands together at your chest. Push your left heel back and lean forward. Twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Push your left heel back again so you don't fall over. Now pull your right shoulder back and look up. Keep breathing. Warrior 2. Turn your left toes out. Windmill your arms out wide to the sides. Turn your thigh bones away from the middle of your pelvis. If you can bend your right knee past your heel, then your feet are too close together. Separate them. A lot more. Even more. Hold your belly firm and breathe into your ribs. Sink even deeper. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. Keep your right toe straight ahead. Keep sinking down and bending your right knee. Do that, reach up with your right hand and down with your left. Side angle lunge. Don't dump into your right elbow and thigh. Push down with your left foot. Straighten your right arm and float your fingers above the floor. Now, relax the underside of your right thigh. This is what we're sinking into. Whoa. Straighten your right leg in the triangle. Careful not to hyperextend your knees. Keep trying to separate your feet. Don't hold back. Go deep. That doesn't mean force. Right? There's an edge of intensity when you go and you stop breathing. Okay? That's too much. Back up just enough that you're pushing up against that with your breath. Pyramid pose. Bring both hands to the floor or grab your blocks. Turn your left foot forward. And you feel the outside of your right thigh. Great. Now kick your left heel out just a little bit, like down dog. Push down with your right big toe and engage your inner thighs also. Push your sit bones toward the back. Bring your head towards your knee. Push up to a flat back. If your back doesn't feel flat, put your left hand on a block and push it up higher. Keep pushing your sit bones back with your legs, just like pyramid pose. And twist. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Straighten your right leg again. Pull your left hip back. Good. Shaking, there's too much energy. You're like overloading the circuit. Right? We want it steady. Nice. Well done. Both hands on the mat. Step back. High plank. Shift forward. Look forward. Low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. One breath in. One breath out. Left leg up. No bend in the knees. Squeeze. Take a breath in. Left knee to nose. Shoulders over wrist. Round the back, take a breath in. Place your foot by your stomach. Crescent lunge. Push your right heel back and lift your arms up. Identify which parts of your body are giving resistance to the flow of energy. It should be pretty obvious. The parts that are giving off the strongest sensations. And then adjust and wiggle and move and breathe until you feel like you've loosened those choke points and the energy is moving freely. That might take more than just today. Keep doing the work. It's okay.
Hands together at your chest. Chest forward. Twist to the left. Now you've arrived. Okay? Push your right heel back for stability. Pull your left shoulder back, locking the twist into your belly. And then do the same thing. Feel it for yourself and make smart choices. Make the pose your own. Yeah, there you go. Couple more breaths. Stay focused. You got this. Warrior 2. Turn your right heel down. Take your arms out wide. Look straight ahead. But with your mind, zoom into your feet. Are your feet lined up? Don't look. Feel it. Now use your feet to control your legs. Turn your legs away from the middle of the hips. And your legs open the pelvis. Reach with your hands to expand your rib cage. Don't breathe down into your belly button. Hold that in. Expand the rib cage. Keep that in. Flip your front palm and reach up. Drive. Feel it. Adjust it to achieve comfortable. Steady. Not easy. Full of energy. Spread the left ribs. Now tip into side angle lunge, but don't dump into your left arm. Push down with your right foot. Contract your right obliques and knit your ribs together. Now relax the underside of the left thigh. You have to override it. It's going to tense up if you don't tell it to relax. Once your left hand touches the floor, then you want to think about it more like side plank. Let your left arm take all the body weight. So your left leg isn't doing anything, and then it's really easy to sink into it. Careful you don't pop your hamstring, right? Slowly straighten your left leg. Slide in your hips back. Right shoulder back, look up. Pyramid pose. Right hand down, right toes forward. Squaring your hips with the mat. Engage your inner thighs and slide your hips back. Emphasize that by bringing your head to your knee or your chest to your thigh. Hips stay back. Inhale, flat back. Push your chest up. Use a block if you want under your right hand. Right? The straighter your spine, the more you can twist. So don't be afraid to use the block. Left arm up. Nice job keeping the hips back on this side, everybody. Both hands on the mat. Step back, high plank. Forward, low plank. Upward dog, 100%. Down dog, empty it. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to take out the twists and turn everything that we just did into flow. Here we go. Bend your knees. Look front. Jump. Flat back. Fold. Stand up. Arms up. Utkatasana. Sit. Collarbones up. Breathe in. Fold. Arms around your legs. Belly in. Flat back. Filling up. Jump into low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg up. Right foot lunge. Crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, pyramid. Flat back, left foot to the front of the mat. Switch feet or jump. Low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg up. Step. Rise. Open it up. Reach up and sink lower. Side angle. Triangle. Pyramid. Flat back. Step to the front of the mat. Switch feet or jump. Low push up. Up dog in. Down dog out. Take a big breath. If you know how to do a headstand, go for it. If you don't know how to do a headstand, drop to tabletop. Your hands are the bottom of your triangle, which means you want your head to be the pinnacle of that triangle. Then lift your hips like down dog and walk your feet forward. You can hold like this. You can lift your big toes off the floor and work on that. Or you can take your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Working here will build the strength that you need. Just try putting your elbows on your knees on your elbows. Okay, so that's it. That's your headstand for now. Okay. Child's pose. Last week we were talking about samadhi, superconsciousness, oneness. If you thought that word was bad, wait till you hear this week's. This week we're talking about Svadhyaya. Try to get that one out of your lips. Self-study. Come up onto your hands and knees. Return to downward dog. Right leg up to the ceiling. Right knee nose, lunge. Chest forward, fill your lungs. Step your left foot forward. Grab the backs of your legs. Fold. Stand up. Arms up. Eagle. Right leg over. Your left leg Bend your left knee and squeeze your legs together. Right arm under your left arm. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Or twist your arms together. Now, you can either bend your left knee more and sink your bum down, and at the same time lift your elbows up. Or push your bum back and bring your elbows to your knees. When your elbows touch your knees, pull your chest forward. Make a flat back. Yes, just like that. Nicely done. Uncross your legs and extend your right leg back to warrior 3. You can keep your eagle arms, arms back, arms behind your back, arms forward, palms together at your chest. Lots of breath. Move that energy past your ankles and your wrists. Straighten your fingers and your toes. Bend and straighten your left knee once to wake up your thigh and your groin muscles. Take your arms out wide and turn onto your side. Half move. Left hand down. Right hand high. Don't line up with your left foot, because then you're going to wind up turning your foot. Put your hand to the left. Keep your foot straight. So then when you get to the top and you feel like you're falling backwards, lean into that left hand like a kickstand and open yourself towards the ceiling as much as you can. Just use me like a wall. That's it. Forward fold. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Put your left knee down. Wiggle your right foot over to the left side of your mat. And lay your shin down into half pigeon. Push your left foot back. Keep the pressure on your right hip. If our goal is to liberate ourselves from the suffering that's caused from having a faulty mental construct, or maybe a better way to say that is having a reality that's out of sync with the truth. We want to correct that. Certainly, studying oneself would be a very logical way to correct that misperception. So, how are we going to do that, though? If we don't even realize what we're not seeing clearly. Because as we've said many times already, the seeing is the doing. If we knew what we weren't seeing clearly, it would already be fixed. So how do we see it? Mindfulness. Mindfulness is it's a buzzword these days, isn't it? Which isn't surprising to me, seeing how everything about our culture and society works against mindfulness. Right? So of course we're all craving it. What is this mindfulness that you speak of? I think I need some of this. Right? Come up onto your hands. Curl your left toes under. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Straighten your knee, your ankle, squeeze the leg. Okay, now roll your hip up, bend your knee, and flip over. Land your right foot on the floor. Lift your hips up. Get both feet pointed at the back. Now lift your hips up. Try to square your shoulders with the floor. Let your head go back and reach up for the front. Right arm up. Roll over into high push-up. Feet together. Legs together. Side plank. Left hand high. Right knee can go down. Right elbow could be on the ground. Left leg could go up. You could grab your left foot with your left hand. But everybody lean back and look up at the ceiling. Open. Yes. Now, the only thing that would make that any better is if you smiled a little bit. High plank. Forward. And down to low plank. Up dog in. Down dog out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg up to the ceiling. Left knee nose, lunge. Chest forward, fill your lungs. Step your right foot forward, bow, grab the backs of your legs, go deep. Sweep up, arms up. Eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Wrap your limbs around your center and squeeze. You got two ways you can go. Hips low, elbows high, or bum toward the back. Elbows to knees, chest forward, breathe. Hold to the middle, right? Remember, if we're centered, we're steady. We're moving around the middle. Extend your left leg back. Warrior 3. Keep your arms where they are or move them where you want them to be. Just like the diagram of the wheel on the wall. Right? We want to be at the hub, at the center of the wheel. Right? Because if we're out on the edge, we feel all the ups and downs. Riding high, being crushed underneath, and so on. But if we're in the center, we just get to watch all of that happening with wonder. Arms out wide. Turn center on its side. Right hand down, left hand high. Ardha Chandrasana. Half move.
When there is systemic punctuation. My name symbolizes all that is corrupt to society. His name symbolizes all that was pure.
Almost there.
And I was being held in the embrace.
Last one.
And these things violence and
Fold forward.
And it is the blessed
Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Put your right knee down. Half pigeon. Wiggle your left foot over to the right. Lay your shin down. I always found mindfulness to be kind of a confusing word. It implies that you're, yes, I have a very full mind. It's all full of stuff. When it's actually quite the opposite. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is time, essentially. Think of the speed at which we move from each pose to each pose. Isn't that much slower than the pace at which you race through the rest of your life? What if we moved through our daily life at that same pace? Wouldn't that afford us the same amount of time Right? When we move from pose to pose, what do I tell you all the time? If it's new, be slow. Afford your brain more time to be precise. It's the same in your life. If you're racing, there's no time to be precise. So time, as we all know, is the same thing as space or distance. Right? That's essentially what time is. The time it takes me to get from here to there. But in our mind, it becomes something different. It is still space, but it's space between stimulation, something happening in our environment, around us or to us, and our response. Right? If you think about it right now, when something happens, is there any time before you do something? No, your phone goes off and you immediately reply. Somebody says something, you immediately reply. There's no time, which means there's no thought. It's all just reaction based on your previous experiences, your memories. You're just repeating your old patterns of behavior over and over and over. And so, if they have nothing to do with the truth, then they lead you further and further into delusion and suffering. Come up onto your hands. Curl your right toes under and send your left leg up to the ceiling. Roll open, flip over the top. Both feet flat, all 10 toes pointed at the back. Hips up, right? But you don't want to be twisting. Try to get those shoulders level. Let your head go back, reach for the front, like you were going to go to wheel or reverse tabletop. Nice adjustments, everybody. Reach up, roll over, high push up, feet together, side plank, right hand high. I always say, how many bags of groceries do you carry with your left hand? And how many with your right? Now, do you think you should do the same variation on both sides? Give each side what it needs. High plank. Forward. And all the way down to the ground. Lay down. Bring your arms down. Turn your head to the left. So you made a smart choice to bring yourself here at the beginning of your day. Right? To create the space for mindfulness. To create that speed at which you're going to move through your day. Right? And hopefully it lasts at least till lunchtime. But ideally, we would just maintain that space through our whole day. So that anytime something occurs, we have this time where we can observe what our brain would tell us to normally do, right? This happened, and then you wait, and your brain goes, do this. And then you engage your higher cognition, and you say, is that true? Do I really want to do that? And sometimes the answer is going to be yes, definitely, perfectly. Turn your head to the other side. And other times you're going to go, oh, wow. I've really not been seeing that clearly. And in that seeing, the distortion gets righted. You correct your perception and realign yourself a little bit more towards truth. Just like we don't do down dog once, this is an ongoing process. Every day that you exist, there will be opportunities to check yourself. Reach your right arm out to the right. Turn your head to the left. Roll on to your right shoulder. I had to go in and have a root canal yesterday. I thought this was a perfect opportunity to study myself. Right? Because I have previous experiences of root canals that were very unpleasant. And I wanted to be anxious and nervous. But the funny thing was, this is the way the universe works. You know, we say we're all mirrors of each other. The last time I went in for my consultation, I saw this woman in the lobby pacing back and forth, biting her fingernails, freaking out. And I was like, I used to be just like that. The thoughts are getting the better of her emotions. I know exactly what's happening. Roll back to your belly. And over onto your left shoulder. You know, the funny thing was though, I joked when we were talking about suffering, about how I was going to go in for my root canal and be like, I don't need Novocaine, I'm a yogi, I'm free from suffering. I took the Novocaine. But I put in my earbuds and I listened to my mantras and I was meditating. And it was so weird, like the reason I needed this root canal was because the nerve had died. And it was like rotting in my head. And I could feel him cleaning it out, the rot. There was no pain, I could feel him cleaning it out. And there was part of me that was like, yeah, get it. Get all of that disgustingness out of me. Right? And that's how I feel about self-study. When I find something that's ugly, I'm like, yes, rip that out by the roots. Get it out of me. Roll back to your belly. And he was like, the funny thing was, he was like, you're probably going to be in pain for a few days, and he gave me a bunch of like Motrin or something. And when the Novocaine wore off, I felt better than I've been feeling in months. I've had all this extra mucus in my head. It's been like messing me up. Right? That's the same way with the parts of yourself that you're not seeing. It's messing you up. Right? It might be scary to think about going into the root canal. You're going to be glad that you got it out when you dig into it. Arms down, palms on the ground. Press your hands and your hips into the mat. Lift your chest and your thighs. Locust. Our glutes are much stronger than our low back. Don't use your glutes. Let those relax. Try to engage your low back by turning your thigh bones in. Shoulder blades in. Use your upper back. Now, open your eyes as big as you can. Stick your tongue out. Try to touch the bottom of your chin. Lay it back down. Svadhyaya, or self-study, just like samadhi, is something that we're going to revisit over and over and over again as we move through this conversation in a myriad of different ways. So, for now, try to move slower. I know the pace at which our civilization is moving makes you feel like you're being lazy if you move slowly. But you know better than that. You're being precise. That's why you're moving slowly. Bend your knees. Grab hold of your feet. Not just physically move slowly. Right? Let your awareness move slowly. There's very little that happens in your life that needs your instantaneous reaction. Believe me. Look forward. Push up with your big toes. Lift your chest and your thighs. Lower it back down. Swish your feet from side to side. Years ago, I can remember smoking weed and watching the Discovery Channel, and I saw this Buddhist monk say, whenever I feel a negative emotion arise, anger, jealousy, something of this type, it's become a giant red flag to stop and observe what I'm not seeing clearly. Because when I see it clearly, it's the ending of this negativity. And I thought to myself at the time, wow, who thinks like that? A Buddhist monk, that's who thinks like that. You know what I think now? That Buddhist monk is just a person, just like you and me. There's nothing he can do that we can't do too. Roll over onto your back. Supported bridge or bridge. Place your feet flat. Lift your hips up and put your block under your bum, or don't. Stay there. Everybody else come down and rest for a few breaths. Supported bridge, or now wheel if you want to. Put your hands by your head, fingers pointed at your shoulders. Don't, put them right up against your head. Separate them, just line them up with your ears. Now, push down with your hands and your feet. Lift as much as you can. Now turn your big toes in, so you're using your thighs more than your glutes. And make your arms as straight as you can. If your arms are straight, walk your feet back towards your hands and eventually push yourself up to standing. Everybody. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Make circles around your tailbone. Reverse directions. Make a few more. Center it out. Bring your head to your knees. Squeeze yourself into a ball. Put your head back down and come into plow. Take your legs up over your head and lower your toes toward the floor. Suck in at your waist, straighten your knees, let go of your back. Press your hands into the mat, engage your abs, and slowly lower yourself back to the mat. At the bottom of your shoulder blades, it's going to start to get much harder. Stay in control. When your tailbone's down, lock your knees and point your toes. Using your abdominal muscles that run from below your navel to your pubic bone, lower your legs to the ground. Legs together, point your toes, arms up against your sides, palms up against the sides of your thighs. Fish pose. Lift your breastbone and tip your head back. Shoulder blades in. The higher you can lift your chest, the more you can tip your head back. Lay down. Bring your right knee into your chest. Twist to the left. Center. Switch legs. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Both knees in. Bring your head to your knees. Squeeze. Shavasana, corpse pose. Time to practice samadhi. We don't practice down dog once. We don't practice samadhi once. We don't read the Yoga Sutras once. That's another part of Svadhyaya, of self-study, is reading the text, studying. Right? Because how are we supposed to discern anything without knowledge? I was talking with Annie at the desk before class, and she was like, before the mindfulness comes into it, you read everything. You listen to everything. Right? You gain as much knowledge as you can. But the mindfulness piece is when you put the knowledge into practice. And so, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say nothing is a coincidence and nothing happens by accident. Everything is serendipitous. I was doing my study this morning, and this is what I was reading. It takes effort to change the patterns of who we are. Balanced effort as a not goal-oriented, not striving, but skillful balance of endurance, energy, enthusiasm, and care. Tapas. Okay? We'll talk about tapas next week. It's the second piece of Kriya Yoga. Self-study. Tapas is austerity, is the way it often gets translated, but it's having a burning enthusiasm for your practice. So that's why it says here, tapas, find just enough heat. Too much heat is burning, excessive, destructive. The Buddha saw that too. Many yogis in his day were doing excessive tapas. Right effort is like right tapas. Sometimes the asana practice should be quieting and cooling if we are tired, and at other times demanding and rigorous if we are dull and lazy. By relaxation of all strain in the yoga posture, there is a merging with the infinite. Balanced effort to avoid negative thought or action. Balanced effort in all daily tasks. That is, do a task with complete thoughtfulness, complete presence, like folding a blanket, washing the dishes,
or leaving your shoes at the door. Balanced effort as staying present in the transitions between activities, between poses. We do not slight the idea of enlightenment, but the most important thing is this moment, not someday in the future. We have to make our effort in this moment. This is the most important thing for our practice. From mindfulness, we avoid self-centered, isolated thinking. Mindfulness is a fortress that sustains the presence of open attention, the spaciousness of mind, avoiding the clutter of repetitive thinking and obsessive thought patterning. Mindfulness sustains the grace of open attention, the sacred space of an open mind. We lose reverence for the open space of mind when it becomes full of junk thoughts. This way, each moment may appear clearly against the backdrop of emptiness. Total mindfulness as observing all the body and the posture with equal attention, a kind of totality of perception, seeing all parts as the whole. Mindfulness is to allow things to speak for themselves without first interrupting.
Take this time to connect to what is deeper than any wrong, any secret, any grief. That connection will enhance your immunity. And time in this connection helps you recreate of your body a cohesive, coherent community. And when you manage to string a few of these moments together, you can sense in your being a distinct, wordless relief. That's the welcoming of a new perspective. That's the heart's nourishment, cleansing, protective. This listening and breathing is a form of stabilizing. It's an invitation to go inside to see everything and slowly, quietly transform what is heavy into more grounding and change what is dark into a profound and lasting teaching. All that's required in these few minutes of time is a willingness to find more space in your mind. And when you're ready to diligently and generously share these rays of clarity, silently, wordlessly, subtly, swiftly, breathe with me. Every time we remember ourselves, we pierce eternity. Every time we slow our minds, we find more kindness, more efficiency, more invaluable certainty. Every time you breathe your mind quiet, you become more free. Every moment you touch that place of stillness within you, you become peace. So welcome home. Welcome home to the knowing with which you were born. The knowing that's slowly been covered over like moss covers stones. So that every single time you felt uncontrollably alone, every single time you felt unprotected, any moment someone seemed to render you helpless, this one deep breath is how you soften. This is how you let the light back in. And when you consider what's holding you back right now, what's been taking up far too much space, too much capable mental real estate, remember, our work is to address it, to allow ourselves this time to relate to it. And take a second to consider what's gripping you at this time. Let that trouble take a gentle shape in your mind so that we can speak to this forgetfulness, the ultimate illusion. We make respectful contact with all of our aversions. We see all confrontation through the lens of compassion. Take one deep breath.
Coming back to your physical body, move your fingers and your toes. Checking to make sure your skin still fits. Take a full body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll to your right. And put the center of your forehead on the floor. Push yourself up to sitting and face the front. Practice will close with 3 ohms. Inhale. Thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Om Shri Bhagavate Loka Samasa Sukhino Bhavantu. It's with respect that I bow to each of you.
Thank you for being here.